This is News 3 Now at 6.
With the holiday weekend approaching and as the coronavirus continues to spread, communities are either canceling parades and fireworks displays or making changes to 4th of July celebrations. Madison O'Neill tells us how from Sauk County.
Baraboo's fireworks will still go on here at the Sauk County Fairgrounds, but because of the pandemic, things will look a little bit different.
Things are a lot bit different this year, all across the country, obviously.
Usually fireworks bring people together.
There were bouncy houses and food events.
This year, in the communities that haven't canceled fireworks displays altogether, the goal is to spread people out. While the Sauk County Fairgrounds will be emptier without the usual celebrations this year, the fireworks will still be put on in a nearby farm field, just higher in the sky to facilitate social distancing.
We're hoping they'll be seen throughout most of the city by using that higher display.
By getting fireworks off the ground, Baraboo Police Chief Mark Schaaf says more will be able to view fireworks from their homes or cars.
Because it's so different than what we've done in the past, we just don't know what to expect. And so we'll have extra police staff on, myself included, making sure that we're all safe.
In addition to potential traffic and parking issues, safety officials, including Sauk County Emergency Management Director Jeff Jelinek, want to highlight the importance of social distancing and wearing masks, especially with an influx of people.
The more individuals we get coming in, the more closer people are going to be in proximity, the less social distancing that can happen, and then the potential, number one, for the spread of the COVID, but then number two, the safety of individuals, especially if people are now starting to do their own fireworks displays and there's a bunch of people around.
Jelinek says it comes down to common sense and following the same guidelines we've had for months this holiday weekend.
By making a few modifications, we hope we can still have a little touch of reality or a little touch of what we're familiar with on this 4th of July and a little bit of hope for our communities.
Baraboo's police chief says along with social distancing and masks, of course, if you don't feel good, just stay home this weekend. In Baraboo, Madison O'Neill, News 3 Now.
Wisconsin Dells, Mineral Point, and Monroe are still holding their displays, while other communities like Janesville have postponed their fireworks. We have compiled a full list of shows in our area and have that at channel3000.com. DHS officials are urging the public to stay home for the 4th of July weekend as Wisconsin has surpassed 30,000 confirmed coronavirus cases. 3 more people have died. Nearly 80% of all positive cases have fully recovered, while about 18% of cases do remain active. 5.7% of new tests came back positive in the last 24 hours. For the past few days, that percentage was within the 4% range. A reminder that Dane County's new guidance that went into effect yesterday puts stricter limits on gatherings, lowers restaurant capacity to 25%, and allows bars to do carry-out meals only. State parks are expected to be busy this weekend, but the Department of Natural Resources is limiting capacity. Amy Reed shows us how they're hoping people stay safe this weekend.
Devil's Lake is easily one of the most popular spots in the state. Add in a hot holiday weekend, and the WDNR says you should get here early before it reaches capacity. Getting to the lake feels better after months of quarantine.
Playing in the water, building a sandcastle. We caught a dead fish already.
The Weagles are planning on spending the weekend around here, joining a packed crowd also out ahead of the holiday.
Can't beat the weather. I mean, 90, sunny, few clouds, a little breeze, perfect weekend. And where they put the forecast basically on repeat for 3 or 4 days.
The pandemic makes it difficult for the WDNR to predict what exactly this weekend will look like. A conservation warden told me they will be limiting capacity, different at each park. It's based off the number of parking stalls. They also have signs posted urging social distancing.
Try to maintain that 6 feet, like I said. Be as mindful as possible to all the other people that may be sensitive to the coronavirus, and to make sure you're practicing the social distancing.
The DNR has closed park shelters to help with social distancing. Bathrooms depend on the park.
Every park's different on how they operate it because the seasonal staff might not be able to keep up with cleaning it every so often, so just use at your own risk.
The Weagles don't mind the restrictions for outside. Vicky, who works in healthcare, thinks people could be doing better at following guidelines.
Personally, I don't mind it being like this. It's a normal life that we're used to. I feel like if we're washing hands and we're doing what we're supposed to be doing on a normal basis that we normally do anyways, we're kind of doing our job to keep ourselves safe.
And keep in mind other safety precautions for the holiday weekend: boat and water safety and staying hydrated. Reporting at Devil's Lake, Amy Reed, News 3 Now.
Boy, it looked hot out there, didn't it? It'll be hot and humid for the 4th of July weekend. Let's check your first warn forecast. Here's Gary.
And not only for the 4th of July weekend, but all of next week and probably into the first part of the following week as well. We have alert days in the forecast. We've had them in for Saturday and for Sunday for hot and humid conditions. We've added Monday in as well because it looks like high temperatures all 3 days will be in the lower 90s. The heat index readings will be in the mid to upper 90s, maybe around 100 on Monday when the humidity is a little higher. There could be an afternoon thunderstorm chance. A few showers and thunderstorms have popped up through central Wisconsin and along the Lake Breeze front in eastern Wisconsin. You can see those showers and storms moving out of Dodge County through northern Jefferson County around Lake Mills and Jefferson. High temperature in Madison hit 90 for the first time this year. Exactly 90 degrees the high so far. 89 the current temperature, but it feels like it's 94, and that's because the dew point temperature is in the middle to upper 60s here in Madison. 69 degrees, but dew points are in the 70s just to our north and west. Look for a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm this evening. Partly cloudy overnight, lows in the mid 60s. Highs tomorrow for the 4th of July holiday, 91 with the heat index from 93 to 98 and no rain expected. I'll have more on how long the heat will last a little bit later on in the newscast.
Gary, thank you. Developing tonight, Madison police arrested a man in connection to a homicide that happened at the Red Roof Inn on the east side Tuesday night. Officials say 19-year-old Jalen Kane Roberson was arrested on a first-degree intentional homicide charge. The Dane County Medical Examiner's office identified the victim as 18-year-old Dembo Jeme. He was found in the hotel parking lot after being shot in the back of the head and later died at the hospital. This remains an active investigation by the Madison Police Department. A cash bond has been set for the Madison activist who was arrested outside a downtown restaurant and now faces federal extortion charges. A $1,000 bond was set for 28-year-old Devonare Johnson. Related to an incident at the Cooper's Tavern, Johnson faces charges of threats to injure, disorderly conduct, resisting or obstructing an officer, and escape. In a separate case, bond has been set at $500 for threats to injure and disorderly conduct. Johnson's preliminary hearing is scheduled for July 9th. A 22-year-old woman arrested for shooting and killing a man is no longer in the Dane County Jail after a call from the district attorney for her release. Amanda Quintana is here with details. Amanda?
Eric, first we want to note we previously named the woman, but because she is not facing any charges right now, we will not name her anymore. Police say she shot and killed her 25-year-old ex-boyfriend. They say she told officers at the scene that she recently broke up with him, but when he saw her driving on Wednesday, he began to follow her. She says she pulled into a parking lot where they got into an argument, and when he tried to get into her car, she shot him. In a letter, DA Ozan says he believes that the woman acted in self-defense. He says that the woman's statements, witness statements, and surveillance video support that claim. Ozan goes on to say, in balancing the time needed for the investigation to be completed, her limited prior criminal record, and the facts of this case, including evidence of recent prior domestic violence, I believe her release into the community at this time is appropriate while the investigation continues. In just the last few hours, the woman's name has been removed from the current inmate list. Ozan says this isn't the final decision on whether or not she'll face charges.
Amanda, thank you. New at 6, a memorial fund has been established for Dr. Beth Potter and her husband, Dr. Robin Kari. The couple was killed in the Arboretum about 3 months ago. A release from the UW Department of Family Medicine and Community Health says Dr. Potter dedicated her career to the health and families in underserved communities and to the education of medical students. And that Dr. Kari has decades of experience as an educator and soccer coach and also guided students and their families through the college application process. A statement says, quote, Beth and Robin embodied a holistic, multidimensional vision of wellness, incorporating service to society and advocacy in the mission to improve health and well-being for everyone. The goal of the Memorial Fund is to raise $100,000, with $15,000 going to a memorial at the Arboretum where Beth and Robin often visited. The remaining funds will be used for scholarships in the name of Beth Potter for chief residents to attend leadership training that focuses on wellness and resiliency. There is a new resource available for Wisconsin farmers facing increased stress and other challenges during the pandemic. As of Wednesday, a new farmer wellness hotline is available 24/7. It's through the Farm Center at the Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection. Licensed mental health professionals will provide immediate care.
We've seen an increase in stress, just overall stress in general. The farmers have had weather that's been against them, commodity prices, and now with COVID-19, it's just compounded the stress that farmers are facing.
The number to call there at the bottom of your screen, 888-901-2558. DATCAP says the pilot program is made possible through funding provided in Governor Evers' 2019 through 2021 biennial budget. In addition to the 24/7 hotline, callers can schedule ongoing telehealth counseling sessions, and anyone who prefers an in-person session can request to meet with a local provider. Investigators are working to determine the cause of a house fire. This was in Marshall this morning. Happened just before 10 a.m. on Hubble Street, about a half-mile north of East Main. Officials have confirmed no one was injured in the fire. That investigation is ongoing. All of those sent to the hospital yesterday after a carbon monoxide incident in Mount Horeb are expected to be okay. UW hospital officials say the 5 patients were treated and released. Yesterday afternoon, the mass casualty unit was called out to Hearts and Hands Children's Center for reports of high levels of carbon monoxide. 54 children were evaluated at the scene. 3 of them had to receive treatment before being released to their families. Officials say the high levels of carbon monoxide were caused by construction workers using a propane-powered floor machine. Next at 6, Harley Davidson is cutting ties with a Tennessee dealership whose owner was accused of posting racist comments on social media against Black Lives Matter protesters. The post was allegedly made on a Facebook page of Abernathy Cycles, a Union City, Tennessee motorcycle and ATV dealership. The dealership's owner claimed he didn't make the post, that his account was hacked, and that he rejects the derogatory comments. Next at 6, if your quarantine life is leading to some unhealthy habits, we'll tell you about a new study looking at the role your significant other could play in helping with weight loss. That's just ahead. Stay with us.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Saturday, July 4th only. Don't miss Ashley Home Store's Mattress Marathon one-day sale. Pay as little as $22 a month for Tempur-Pedic. Doorbuster Queen mattresses are just $95 while they last. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me.
I solemnly swear that I will support the veterans of the
United States Armed Forces.
I will defend the Constitution
against all enemies. That I will commit
to ensuring they are
not forgotten.
And I will enable veterans
to live the same life of opportunity
they have provided me. So help me God.
Kindness makes a world of difference at the Century House. Donate $50 or more to the Second Harvest Food Bank of Southern Wisconsin and save more than ever before on stressless seating. Save at least $300 on stressless recliners and office chairs. Plus, save hundreds more with $200 off every sofa seat you buy. There's never been a better time to help others and fill your home with the unmatched comfort of stressless seating. Be kind and save generously at the Century House.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites and always a smile.
Ashley Home Store's 4th of July one-day sale is Saturday only. Save up to 60% off store-wide. Plus, take a bonus 10% off our sale prices at checkout with no minimum purchase. And interest-free financing for 3 years. Saturday only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. The City of Madison's Parking Division is extending the time frame when it won't be enforcing some parking rules. Through at least Sunday the 12th, the restrictions are not being enforced include residential permit-only areas, 1- and 2-hour time limits on non-metered areas, and street sweeper restrictions. This is part of the Parking Division's response to the pandemic to allow for temporary restaurant pickup zones. And we take a live look now at Madison's new Streetery program that starts up tonight. Several downtown Madison streets will be completely closed to traffic starting at 6:45 tonight. That's to make room for people to socially distance while they dine outdoors. As Dane County restricts capacity inside restaurants to help slow the spread of COVID-19, this program could not come at a better time. Restaurants are allowed to temporarily expand their outdoor dining on public sidewalks, on-street parking areas, or in privately owned parking lots if approved. Streetery will run every weekend now through August 23rd. New at 6, could your significant other help you lose the weight you've gained during the pandemic? That's the question a UW School of Medicine and Public Health study is looking to answer. The Partner to Lose study is actively recruiting participants to test whether working out with your significant other helps or hinders the process. Many people are eating more and exercising less since the pandemic began. This could stem from limited access to the gym, some stress, or decreased free time.
The couples who are participating together, they also learn about communication skills, so how to better communicate about weight. Because we all know our partners want us to lose weight and want to be supportive, but sometimes things that they do actually backfire and aren't perceived as supportive.
Couples can enroll through August 31st. Study participants will go through virtual classes, guidance on exercise, and personal consultations with a nutritionist. People will be randomly assigned to either participate alone or with their partner. If you're interested, you can visit partner2lose.com to fill out an online screening form and see if you qualify. Coming up in sports, the Milwaukee Bucks are gearing up for their trip to Orlando to resume the season. Sports director Zach Hanley gives us some words from All-Star Chris Middleton. But first, very hot and humid over the Independence Day holiday weekend. Gary has your first warn forecast. That's next.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Ashley Home Store's 4th of July one-day sale is Saturday only. Save up to 60% off store-wide. Plus, take a bonus 10% off our sale prices at checkout with no minimum purchase. And interest-free financing for 3 years. Saturday only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Here's to the road ahead. Trust Toyota to be here for you.
Now every hybrid vehicle in Toyota's lineup is available with 0% financing. With fewer stops for gas, Toyota hybrids give you the confidence to go farther. And with 0% financing, Toyota hybrids are even more thrilling. Enjoy more freedom in a Toyota hybrid. See your Toyota dealer or shop and buy online.
All from the brand you trust, today and tomorrow. Toyota.
Today, some things do stand firm. Those you can lean on, the things that matter, and the importance of you being you. That's why no matter the type of care you need, or the way you need it, we're here every day, safe and ready. Because wherever you are in your world, you're the focus of ours. Safe care your way. Unity Point Health Meriden, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Incredible deals, huge markdowns, plus free doorstep shipping on everything. What a sale. The 4th of July sale at Slumberland Furniture.
You may not know them. The coffee shop owner who knows your order. The couple who saves your seats. The family down the street who greets you with a smile. They've been there for you. Now you can be there for them. Donate today and help our friends and neighbors keep their power on.
Saturday, July 4th only. Don't miss Ashley Home Store's Mattress Marathon one-day sale. Pay as little as $22 a month for Tempur-Pedic. Doorbuster Queen mattresses are just $95 while they last. Only at Ashley Home Store.
The heat and humidity continues to build. We finally hit 90 degrees for the first time this summer here in Madison. We had 89 4 other times, just couldn't crack that 90-degree mark. But now it looks like we'll do that again for tomorrow, for Sunday, and Monday as well. I'm not looking for any rain over the weekend. Heat index values will be from about 93 to 98 with dew point temperatures in the middle 60s. But by early next week, the dew points might even rise a little bit more to around 70 degrees. So the heat index on Monday could be around 100 degrees, even though there is a slight chance for an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Have seen a couple of showers and storms kind of develop along the Lake Breeze breeze front in east central Wisconsin, kind of drifting back toward the southwest through parts of Jefferson and Dodge counties. You can kind of see the outflow of the cooler winds that have pushed out ahead of that main area of thunderstorms. Same thing with a cluster of storms up in central Wisconsin. You can see that outflow moving into the northern portion of Richland County, and every once in a while along that outflow, you'll see a shower or storm pop up. Not a lot of lightning. That indicates that there's warm air aloft, but these storms could be pretty efficient rain producers and produce some brief heavy downpours. But you can see how little of the area is covered by them, so maybe you're lucky and you get a thunderstorm to break the heat at least for a little while. But right now, 3 things you need to know. Lower 90s are in the forecast through Monday with very little in the way of rain chances in that period. Dew points get back up into the 70s as we head into the early part of next week, and that could lead to thunderstorm chances mainly Tuesday and Friday, but Wednesday and Thursday highs will be in the lower 90s, which is slight chances for thunderstorms. Heat index values will probably be in the or near the triple digits. You can see on Weather Track, the satellite view, almost no clouds over the northern Pacific Ocean. This is a large area of heat that's just kind of built through much of the Pacific Ocean area and into much of the United States that's going to keep our temperatures hot and humid for a long time. I'm not looking for any change in this pattern until at least the early part of the following week, so about 10 days down the road. High pressure is also located just to our east. You can see the northeasterly breeze just bringing that little lake breeze front in, drop the temperature to 82 in Milwaukee, but elsewhere temperatures are in the upper 80s. Dew point temperatures are generally in the upper 60s to the lower 70s, including the area around La Crosse. That puts the heat index at 94 in Madison. That's what it feels like. And again, these heat index readings, that's what you have to prepare for, not the actual temperature. It's the humidity that really kind of does you in. And you can see on Future Track, very little in the way of rain chances for tonight, tomorrow night, and into the day on Sunday. Perhaps on Monday, we'll start to see better chances for showers and thunderstorms to the north and west. And the hope is at least that a cluster of storms can develop and then kind of sweep southeastward probably at night. That probably won't happen until maybe Monday night or Tuesday from that batch of storms. And that would give us a little better chance for some thunderstorms as we head toward Tuesday of next week. So our 4th of July will be a sunny, hot, and humid day with a high of 91. Afternoon heat index from 93 to 98. Again, alert days in the forecast through Monday, but very little in the way of difference in temperatures. All the way through next week, you can see those temperatures, upper 80s to lower 90s, nighttime low temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s, and just chances for thunderstorms at best.
And coming up in sports, the Brewers put on their filmmaking hats. The latest spin-off they created next on News 3 Now.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6. News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Happy 4th of July Super Sale, happening this week at the Brothers Maine. Come in now for more savings on more brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. We make upgrading your home more convenient at Maine with up to 18 months of 0% financing and expert-free delivery. Get more at the 4th of July Super Sale. More selection, more savings, and more satisfaction. And happy birthday, USA, from the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Call 15, how you doing, sir?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing well. Will you be using cash, credit, or debit today?
Debit.
Were you wearing your seatbelt today?
Yes, I was.
Do you always wear your seatbelt?
Yes, sir.
Do you know you can get a ticket for not wearing your seatbelt?
Who am I talking to?
Go on. How you doing, sir? Dollar driver here.
Mr. Driver, how you doing?
You got me good. Click it or ticket.
Get a $150 MasterCard during Steinhaffel's 4th of July sale when you take advantage of 0% financing for 60 months. Now's the time to save 35% store-wide plus an extra 5% off. On top of that, free no-contact shipping. Get amazing deals priced to sell out like any size Sealy, $99. Twin bed, $299. 5-piece patio set or a 7-piece dining set, $399. Power lift chair or these sofas, $499. Hurry, Steinhaffel's 4th of July sale ends soon.
As our communities begin to reopen in the wake of COVID-19, rest assured that SSM Health is ready with enhanced safety measures so you and your family are protected. In person or online, we're here. Schedule a visit today.
Madison's not happy treating people differently because of their race.
I've learned when I've been out reporting on the front lines that everyone is impacted differently, but it's also important to take some time to not judge people and to understand where they're coming from and why they might be angry or why they might be sad.
This is our opportunity. You do see the best in some people coming out.
This time feels different. This time, I think, a real conversation may begin.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me.
I solemnly swear that I will support the veterans of the
United States Armed Forces.
I will defend the Constitution
against all enemies. That I will commit
to ensuring they are
not forgotten.
And I will enable veterans
to live the same life of opportunity
they have provided me. So help me God.
News 3 Now and Channel 3000 put top stories and breaking news at your fingertips. Video alerts and forecasts, simple and fast. Download the Channel 3000 app today.
The Bucks are a couple days out from heading down to Orlando for what they hope is an extended stay in the NBA's bubble. Now, once they're in it, they won't be able to get out of it until their season is done. And with the expectation of winning a championship, they could be spending a couple months inside the bubble with not a lot of options of things to do. Except for Chris Middleton. He has plans of his days off.
Knowing that we're not going to have much to do. If there's games that I want to see, why not just go check out a game? 1, for fun. 2, just, watch basketball, be a fan. And 3, just, I guess get an inside scout on what that team is doing, on their players and how they're playing and whatnot. But I mean, I think going to the games is a good thing. It's a good thing, good way to get out the room.
As tradition before their season, the Brewers create a spoof of a famous motion picture. This year's film, Back to the Future Miller Park Edition, with an updated version of Marty McFly and Dr. Emmett Brown. Here's a sneak peek of their trailer.
Suitor, you're telling me you made a time machine out of the bullpen car? 88.
88 miles per hour? 88 miles per hour, what did I tell you?
What? You're Craig Counsell.
Yeah? And who are you?
Suitor, I need your help to get back.
My goodness.
Steve Stricker had a nice little second round at the Rocket Mortgage Classic. The Edgerton native shot a 67 to drop to 7 under. He's currently tied for 30th, 5 shots back, and will play through the weekend. And Joey Chestnut officially weighed in for the annual Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest. The Food Fest begins tomorrow at 11, where Chestnut will try and win the 13th mustard yellow belt of his career. The world record is 74 dogs and buns he put down in 10 minutes. How many can you eat in 10 minutes?
Probably more than I should. But how much did he weigh? We don't know what he weighed?
Nah,
I'd love to see what he weighs before
and then after.
I'm guessing he gains a few pounds and then loses them shortly thereafter. Let's go to Gary, final check.
Tougher to eat those Chicago dogs, with the mustard.
Always comes back to Chicago, Gary.
Well, let's take a look at some thunderstorms over the eastern portion or western portion of Jefferson County. Notice the outflow boundary here. That's some cooler air that's pushing out ahead of those thunderstorms, but much of the rest of southern Wisconsin not seeing much in the way of thunderstorm activity. Notice how it's cooled down to 76 degrees in Watertown, but elsewhere temperatures are in the upper 80s to lower 90s. Heat index readings right now are in the middle 90s and get more of the same for the weekend.
No ketchup, right, Gary?
No ketchup on those dogs.
Never. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back tonight. News 3 Now at 10. Have a great evening. Stay cool out there.